Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday. We're nearly there. Being dragged, kicking and screaming through the week. Like being dragged round a supermarket by a parent, dragged by the ear, as you have to buy vegetables, toilet roll, bong mix, whatever they sell at whatever they used to sell at supermarkets. And with sweet little promise of even a chocky bar at the checkout. No such luck. But don't worry, baby boys and baby girls, because Lobster Pappy's here. Uncle Rankin's here. Never trust anyone who's not your uncle that calls themselves an uncle. But I'm here. Your boy. He's got you. Got a sack full of shoe throwers. Got a browser full of bollocks. And for the next hour, got a nutsack full of melted down copies of the 9. So you know you're in for a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next hour, I'll give you coffee and memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes, that's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Lobsters. I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes. Welcome to Threshold.fm. Welcome Facebook. Welcome YouTube. Coffee and Memes being spread across the flat earth like a dollop of Marmite across a hot cross bun. What kind of animal would do such a thing? What kind of true monster? Cheese going on it as well. Mayonnaise. It's toasted though. You know that means business. I got some. God, Jesus Christ! Oh, that couldn't have gone worse. Oh, that really. Oh, that's got you woken up though, isn't it? Christ, what cuts it all off? Books don't roll. Jesus, sorry, I won't do that again. Wow, God, I really blotted my copybook already. We're only 2 minutes in. Anyway, listen, I've got some fucking good bits.
Lobsters.
Scientists have completed trials attempting to cure tinnitus with MDMA. Isn't that the sort of, what's that bullshit medicine called? Homeopathy. Are you trying to cure it with the thing that caused it in the first place? Don't know. Man chooses to live like dog, eats from bowl, and barks at his friends in the street. On the next edition of I'm glad we live in a country that allows people the freedom to do this. However, I think it's stupid. The EU has banned Shazam. So that's cool, isn't it? Nice one, Article 13. There's a nice unexpected consequence. See, this is the thing. They don't fucking think anything through. It's a load of idiots that don't understand the internet. Backed by major labels that want to make more money, claiming, no, it would be better for the little man. Wink, wink. Yeah. No, listen to us. We know about the little man. We're Sony and Warner. Yeah, no, we're just doing it for the little man. You know, no, wink. Yep. Yeah, no, come on. The EU has banned Shazam, so we'll get into that in a bit. A lot of mixed mag news here. Google has acquired the majority share of Burning Man. Slightly odd news after... Wasn't it like literally weeks ago that they were saying, oh yeah, we're getting rid of the sort of billionaire's paradise bit of Burning Man because there's too many rich people coming. Oh, by the way, we just sold 51% to Google. Don't make no sense to me, pal. Pornhub putting on a festival. As everyone has commented with the obvious, will probably be full of wankers. It's tech house as well, so you know, get what you give them, really, don't you? Girl 3 gives baby brother Towie-style makeover to make it look like mummy. That's a bit of a hoot. There's some good bits in that. Man dressed as Batman turned away by cops. Many hash users are smoking fecal bacteria. A study claims. So that's a bit fun. If you're big into the soap bar, if you're on the Squidgy Gold Seal train, or I don't know, you just like the more standard. I mean, second time bong mix is coming up today. If you're looking for the more traditional bong mix, a nice bit of solid with some Benson and Hedges. God, those were the days. Then yeah, you're basically just smoking someone else's tods. Do you care? Who knows? Yeah, we'll get into this. Man forced to show penis to in-laws to prove he didn't kill his wife. That is a wild ride of a story. And woman who pleasured herself on tube says she was just itching a rash, mate. But she hasn't turned up for court. She's gone on the lam. So maybe there's more to this story than initially meets the eye. Keen to get into it though, eh? Right. Well, also in terms of show throwers, what have we got? Oh no, missing it. Oh yeah. Okay. So other Culprate and Barbarix bit off this Sentinel 002 number called Bottle Opener. Maztek track, which I presume is called Dngrs, but I've taken the vowels out. Psiball by Telekinesis, which is one of the more sensible records off the EP. And another Mean Teeth, a remix of Mean Teeth, their track Blaze, remixed by Vowel. Vowel, you know, Val from the Dinner Lady. Val, you know, nice, she's sort of quite mumsy, quite old, big lady. You know, she's been a dinner lady there for about 72 years. Val, lovely. I mean, she stinks of, what's it called? Port. But, you know, nice, generally, roughly speaking. You know, if your mum hadn't come to pick you up at school, Val would wait with you, you know, or if you ever had a headache or something, she'd sort you out. So that's Val's remix of Blaze by Mean Teeth. And, you know, I'll tell you what, let's get into it now. It's naughty. Why not? Right, who's in the chat? Big Stinny's in the chat. Diz Dastardly's in the chat. Joe Humphreys, Chode Ryder. Rob Humphreys, a couple of Humphreys, don't know if they're related. Maybe they're married. Dan Haag. Morning, Dick Slingers. Morning, all Facebook crew. Comment, let me know who you are, where you are. Big Lily Unsubs in the chat on Facebook. Big Robbie. Reece is holding up his end of the bargain in the Discord. Chelsea Spicer on Facebook. Millars on Facebook. Jules on Facebook. Big Robbie Henderson. Jesus! Fucking hell! Fucking hell, Val, what are you doing to us? Jesus Christ, it's like you filled all the bloody morning croissants with Dngrs. Fucking Nora, go wheel that one up. Jesus! Fucking dinner ladies putting work in. Val, you are. Well, you're a big gal, but you're a worker geezer. Vowel, Vowel is the actual name. I like the idea of it being made by an old fat dinner lady called Val. Come on, Valerie. God, Jesus Christ. Tom Camm's inside, Matt Wright's inside, Odin Bates is inside. Simon's inside. Prilt Loom's inside. Big Wodge is here. Big Sammy's inside. Big Daddy Jemby's inside. Jesus. This is Mean Teeth, Blaze, remixed by Vowel. That is ridiculous. Big Johnny Anderton's on Facebook. Droopy Cox in the YouTube. Yeah, that's a rowdy little number, isn't it? It's a spicy little, it's a bit, you know, a bit, you know what I mean? Bit. Oh, I'd have a tear up in a boozer to this. Tables flying, chairs crashing, pint glasses smashed, people thrown along the bar. Woo! This is playing, someone's playing this on like an old piano. Old ragtime piano. Don't be afraid to smash the like button on Facebook or YouTube. Smash that share button as well. And for God's sake, let me know what you have for breakfast in the comments. So I total it all up at the end. I'm just doing my part for big data. Just sell it to Zuckerberg. You got to make a pound note in this world, haven't you? That is Blaze by Mean Teeth, remixed by Vowel. It's on Impact Records, and that's a freaking shoe thrower there. I mean, it's Thursday. You can't see it's not a contender. Yep, that is definite contender for shoe thrower of the week. I don't even know what else is even in the running. What have we even had? What have we had these last few days? I mean, there was that initial Culprate and Barbarix bit, beatdown. Babylon by Maztek, good, but not shoe thrower of the week. Clamp's remix of Mean Teeth. I'm all about that. I'm on it. I'm into it. I'm there. Talk to me. Anyway, scientists have completed trials attempting to cure tinnitus with MDMA. Initial results are promising. There's a KFC carton with a Todd coming out the top there. Anyway, here's some Dngrs. A few Rolexes. Just a couple of smileys. Lovely stuff. Scientific study in New Zealand has completed trials with the goal of proving that tinnitus, a condition characterised by uncomfortable ringing in the ears, can be cured using MDMA, a common rave and party drug. Ugh, just a common rave drug. According to researchers, according to Henry Brubaker at the Institute of Studies, researchers began the study almost 2 years ago with a limited amount of participants who were placed in small groups. One group was administered a placebo, while the other group was given a small amount of Dngrs. At the start of the trials, University of Auckland postdoctoral fellow Daniel Spiegel said, "The initial idea came from some anecdotal evidence." I'm just going to really go out on a limb with the accent. It came from some anecdotal evidence from a research clinic where some participants were quite frank and said that after taking ecstasy, the tinnitus done went away. Well, hey, listen, it's a well-known fact that no matter what is currently ailing you, take a dinger, 45 minutes later, it ain't no longer ailing you. It is a well-known fact to those that know it well. Although many participants who ingested MDMA reported the tinnitus reduced, a number of participants from the placebo group also reported similar sensations. Okay, yep. That tends to be what happens, but the idea is that the group that took the actual drug have more. University, but yeah, then the thing is though, you get all razzed up on ding-dings. Yeah, you get all, you head off to some chin swingers ball. They're going to be pumping the tunes, pumping the groovy tunes. The DJ on the decks will really be pumping the groovy tunes through the speaker system. It's very loud, and that can't be good for tinnitus. I mean, some might say that's how it got there in the first place. Anyway, so as long as you can just take Dngrs and avoid hip new DJs, pumping groovy tunes too loud, maybe you'll be all right. University of Auckland professor Grant Searchfield, who was leading the research team, said the operation had to move slowly due to the high risk association with MDMA. What high risk? Oh, don't get me started. Our goal is to try and find a medication for tinnitus. It can have catastrophic effects. Whether MDMA is it, or whether it's a trial for us to identify what is going on in the brain, it's still an open question. Participants were only given 30 milligrams to 70 milligrams of MDMA, which is too low a dose to feel the drug's euphoric effects. Oh, that's a shame. They should have just got on it, just got on the sesh. See how that did for it. I mean, yeah, up the dose. Before knowing the next steps to take, scientists are currently reviewing all the data and brain imaging from the trials, which can take months. More funded is needing if they are to continue, but until then, they say, reach for the lasers, safe as fuck. Okay, cool. People in the UK are most likely to combine drugs with sex. Chemsex is common with people of all genders and sexual orientations. Lovely stuff. What else we got? All right, come on, let's get into this. Here he is. Good boy, isn't he? Good boy. Okay, I'm gonna call him a good boy just because I just feel the idea of calling him a bad boy is only going to encourage him. Man chooses to live life as a dog, eats from bowl, barks at his friends in the street. Lucy Connolly of the Uni Lad reports. Man who claims he's felt like a dog since childhood, regularly wears dog masks, eats his meals out of a dog bowl, and greets his friends by barking at them. Kaz James, 37, says he's always felt weird, and unable to relate to others until he heard of human pups online and met other people like him. God bless the internet. It wasn't until his late teens where he was able to access the internet for the first time that Kaz realised there were other people just like him and he wasn't alone. Heartwarming. 37-year-old from Salford, Greater Manchester, gradually allowed his pup persona to shine through with the help of the online community, pup play community, and open-minded friends. Without their help, Kaz said he would have always felt like an outsider. He says, Harry, I didn't even feel human. I've always felt like a dog that was really out of place. I've never really had a name for it. Being a pup wasn't a thing I even fucking knew about. When I met other people like me, I felt like I could fucking be myself in that lake. I was known by my friends for saying hello to them by grabbing hold of the collar of their shirt in my teeth and biting or licking them. Like, that's annoying. Like, honestly, if a friend of mine did that, he'd get a slap. Okay, yeah. Very, very canine type behaviour in that lake. It was always just how it was, and that, like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's... now a store manager. I'm not going to a store. Kaz describes himself as a full-time orange, brown, and camo canine. Right, that classic dog colour combination of camo and orange. And regularly unleashes his dog personality by barking at friends, carrying things around in his mouth, and snacking on dog biscuits. Oh, I quite want to watch this record-breaking dogs video. Does seem quite good, doesn't it? It's worth having a little nose up on. From his young... Oh, that's loud. How long is this? 1 minute 42. Record-breaking dogs. Get a move on with it, uni lad. I ain't got all day. A dog famed for being the same breed as Scooby-Doo, the Great Dane, is the world's tallest... Oh, this is just going to be bollocks, isn't it? Sorry, mate. That's a big doggo, though. You can't deny that. As young as 6, Kaz says he realised his behaviour was dog-like. So what, he was raised feral? Is that where we're going with this? I don't know. Is it raining out there? God, it's really coming down. Store manager explained, I realised that my behaviours were quite dog-like in childhood, probably from the age of 6. No one ever talked to me about it. It was never mentioned. So what was it? Yeah, okay, so what is the deal here? Was he raised feral? My parents took early retirement and we moved into a farm in Norfolk. Okay. Right. It wasn't until the internet arrived in our house that I started chatting to people online, mostly through groups and message boards. I was incredibly nervous when I first started talking to people online. I was living with my parents and would sneak downstairs at 3 in the morning to get on the internet and look at this stuff. I would hold a pillow over the 56k modem just so they couldn't hear the modem noise. This is a lot of people used to sneak down to use the modem in the middle of the night, and that was always an issue. I was worried that if I ever spoke to anyone about it, they were like, "You're a nut job." Once he was able to use the internet and learn there were other people like him, he gradually built up the confidence to discover the world of human pups and come into his own. Yeah, I mean, cool man. Good for him. I hope he's happy. I hope he doesn't... Tell you what, though, if he bites me in the street, I'll have him put down. Like, it's that simple. Look, it's... Okay, like it's obviously a sexual thing, isn't it? Otherwise, you wouldn't go in for the PVC. I'm just saying, like, you can imagine, like, so the furries, like a lot that are really with all the fur that just romp around with. I mean, presumably there's some sort of sexual aspect to furries as well, but yeah, it's it's obviously a sexy thing going along with it as well. It's yeah, more to it than meets the eye, I imagine. The 37-year-old store manager, who is also the co-founder of Kennel Club, will only wear mild clothes to work. For example, a T-shirt with the word pup on the front. Right, it's a little dog whistle, we might say. Outside of work, though, Kaz can be found in customised rubber outfits costing $400 each. Masks, dog leads, harnesses, and even a bespoke $2,000 fursuit. After a long day at work, Kaz loves nothing more than relaxing at home and eating meals out of his dog bowl. Here he is. Yep. God bless him. He explained, I feel a sense of peace being a human pup. Little things make me feel happy, like eating my dinner out of a bowl, using a knife and fork. I don't eat at people's tables when I go to friends' houses. I can be a normal person in a restaurant. I'm trained and can deal with humans, but I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. That might be the sort of thing you could work out with a therapist, I would presume. And then you could sort of do both. I don't eat dog food. I eat regular food like a normal person. But I do eat bonios, as they're quite nice. There are loads of dog treats that you can get that are human-friendly and are actually quite good for you. Oh, look, it's our man there doing the barking. God bless him. Despite people outside the human pup community often mistaking the movement as purely a fetish, Kaz says it's all-encompassing and can focus on romance and reconnecting with childhood fun. Okay, just don't reconnect too much with childhood. And Kaz's advice to anyone interested in becoming a human pup says just give it a try. Well, lovely stuff. Like I say, I'm glad that we live in a world where you can get away with such madness. Right, let's have... God, I'm still a bit razzed up after that Mean Teeth Vowel remix. Let's have this Telekinesis bit. It's Unforgiving. Yeah. This is Telekinesis, Psiball. Oh, you on Facebook saying they'd eat Wesley for breakfast. Immediate ban. Better not be you, Joe. Luke saying something sort of issue with the sound. I don't... Seems alright here. Anyone else? Yeah, this is Psiball by Telekinesis. Some blackout. So many things are these days. Joe, did you really have crumpets in your unit the other day? I was going to come over. I don't know why I didn't. It's probably just working really hard, you know, working to make money, give it to the poor. Sort of kind of guy I am, innit? But, you know, if there are crumpets, please do let me know. I'll pop over. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look at this. It's a pain in the fucking arse. The EU has banned Shazam. Yeah, hooray for the EU. A new European copyright law will soon make Shazam defunct and unable to work within the EU. The European Union has banned Shazam. The directive on copyright in the digital single market, which contains the controversial Article 13, is a major new reform on copyright law, which aims to spread digital profits more evenly. It won't make it harder for big tech firms to capitalise on creative content. No, it's going to make big record labels more money, and will do absolutely nothing for anyone else. It was passed in EU Parliament on Tuesday. Boo. Backed by support from major record labels. Shocking. Yeah, wow, shocking. Sony and Universal, who often own the rights to music distributed illegally across the internet. Do people even get illegal downloads anymore? Like, music is so ubiquitous on streaming and on YouTube and on, you know, all of this sort of stuff. Like, and I mean, being that you can now monetize stuff on YouTube channels that isn't even yours, you just go, oh well, that's triggered the algorithm that says it's mine. I can stick ads on it or take it down, and so people put ads on it. It's just such an infinitely better model than this bollocks, which is just basically, long and short of it is, when this comes in, I won't be able to do the show anymore. Not on Facebook and YouTube. It'll just kick me off every time I try and play a record. That the good thing about YouTube is when I play someone else's record, it then will trigger it on their distribution. Their distributors will get a notification or whatever that the algorithm's been triggered, and they can then put ads on my videos to get ad revenue from me playing a song. So not only do they get me chatting about how good their record is, and, you know, the X amount of 1,000 people who listen to the show hearing it, they also monetize it. But no, can't do that anymore. So that'll be that. Great. Brilliant. Cheers, guys. However, a consequence of this will be that Shazam will no longer be able to function. The legally binding filter the tech company will be forced to integrate into the algorithm will essentially crash the platform, as any attempt to identify music snippets in Shazam will be flagged as use of copyrighted material. And are you fucking serious? Phone's off on set. A legally binding filter the company will have to be forced to integrate into its algorithm will essentially crash the platform, as any attempt to identify music snippets in Shazam will be flagged as use of copyrighted material and be blocked by the filter. This is what happens. This is it. You think it's going to do one thing because you haven't really thought it through, because you just don't really understand how the internet works. How would you even expect MEPs to really understand the finer points of how the music industry not only works, but particularly works for the majority of people in the industry? Yes, the major labels make the majority of the money, but they're not the majority of people in the industry. It's the Pareto distribution. They make 20% makes 80% of the money. But there's still the 80% of people that are trying to make a living, and this will make it harder. Drumcode's head of sales, Carol Dorff, expressed concerns about how Shazam will directly affect sales for the industry. Somehow, somewhere, there are still people who don't know the ID for Adam Beyer and Bart Skills' Your Mind. Never heard of it. Even though it's been memed to infinity and played in literally every single set and every single party in Ibiza since it dropped. All right, fucking get over yourself. It still gets Shazammed around 400 times a day, and this translates into thousands of sales a week. We'll lose our mind if that stops. However, some connoisseurs are welcoming the news. Salim Ekter, an employee at Rush Hour Records Amsterdam, said while scratching his chin, "Oh yeah, warmly welcomes the exquisite news. ID culture is a parasite on this beautiful thing we call dance music culture. I truly believe that you can't truly enjoy music unless you've put into hard work and dedication to dig for it for yourself. My crates of vinyl I've lovingly pieced together over a lifetime are superior to any Shazam back end. That is not a matter for a debate." Oh, well, you're a prick, aren't you? You can't properly enjoy a piece of music unless you've spent hard work digging for it. That's ridiculous. Obviously, there is an enormous amount of enjoyment digging stuff and finding it as well. But if you hear a record and go, fucking hell, that's amazing. I've never heard that before. What is this? This is so good. And there's no one to ask because it's just, I don't know, playing somewhere ambiently in a shop and no one, or in a bar or something, and no one knows what it is. You now can't, you might not hear that again for years or maybe even never. But yeah, great. ID culture is a parasite on this beautiful... Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Grow up. Anyway, wind up, isn't it? Google has acquired the majority share in Burning Man. Great. Cool. Yeah. This is the sort of thing that's fucking... It's major labels that are, and all this sort of bollocks that is going to... You know, that is compromising the integrity of dance music. Google, the tech giant and the world's most popular search engine, has acquired the majority share of Burning Man Festival. Why? Like, I know they all like to go there and get off their fucking nuts, but like, why? Like, what is the purpose? There's like a billion. There's initial reports from the website Burners Feel the Burn said the company made a bid last night to take over the festival and has been successful in its acquisition. Google now owns 51.2% of the festival, meaning it now has the controlling share and will be taking over logistics and the annual running of the festival. The undisclosed figure Google is reported to have paid is thought to be upwards of 1.2 billion, and the website described it as a real burning point for the brand. Fuck off. It's no secret that Google has had a presence at the festival for years, and it was also reported that founders Sergey Brin and Larry Page have been attending it since its inception and getting absolutely roused up on Dngrs. And even hired the former CEO back in 2001 based on how he managed at the week-long pilgrimage. This is true. 2 years ago, we found that employees of the powerhouse even shipped in lobster. How about that? To Black Rock City, fresh from Maine. Now it seems they'll be shipping in a lot more than that. Well, I mean, I think anyone that has been going to Burning Man since it started will say that it peaked a long time ago, so I guess it's all downhill from here. We managed to speak to Marcus Foley, Google's chief of fun and games division. Oh, God. He told us some of the things that the business has planned for the festival. We don't want to change too much about the event. We just want to steal everyone's data. All right. We just want to complement the essence of the burn. We'll be adding our trademark Google O's as eyes for the Burning Man effigy. Oh my God. Can you think of anything worse? Jesus. I'll put Google O's as the eyes of the Burning Man. Brilliant. That is just, I mean, that just says it all, really, doesn't it? That is something that started as a kind of underground counterculture movement, now has emblazoned on it the logo O's of the most powerful company in the world. Brilliant. I've really managed to find some stuff to wind me up today. Fucking hell. I'm desperately triggered by all of this.
Yo, killing me with this.
Please tell me, is it an April Fool's joke? Is it an April Fool's joke? Oh, it could be April Fool's. Have I just been done by an April... Come on. No, it could be April Fool's. Oh, I fucking hope so. Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it? Well, fingers crossed, guys. You never know. It's a good one if it is. Fucking hell, I always get done by one. The worst one that I got done by... So is the Shazam one. The Shazam one as well? No. Yes, it is. Fucking hell. God, I'm a twat, aren't I? Jesus, Mixmag have absolutely bummed me over a barrel. No way. Oh, no. Brilliant. Oh, well, round of applause for Mixmag. Fucking hell, they've absolutely done me proper. Brilliant. Oh, that's amazing. Because he just blazing through, you know. Well, it's the Pornhub one. Oh, the Pornhub as well. Come on, they really went for it. Fuck. Oh, what else is there? Oh man, that's brilliant. Oh wow, absolutely done me like a kipper. What's this KFC fiasco? Is this going to be first as well? Yep, April 1st as well. Mate, is there anything that is actually real news on Mixmag these days? What about the MDMA one? Oh no, 15th of March that was. Okay, cool. So we're in on the MDMA one. Jesus, is everyone listening to this? Everyone is rinsing me so fucking hard in the comments. I can't believe this. This is so funny. Oh my God. Oh well, 10 out of 10 Mixmag. Jesus Christ. I just don't... I'd completely forgotten that it was even 1st of April. I had like a whole thing planned, but I didn't get round to filming it. Brilliant. Yeah, so SoundCloud got me an absolute... something gets me every year, but SoundCloud got me with an absolute treat a few years back where on April Fool's, they introduced a little thing. It was a giant arrow that popped up over every wave shape. Oh my God. I've just lost all credibility. Oh God. I didn't. You can tell by the Adam Bayer, but I know Adam Bayer's a techno DJ, but I didn't. I've no idea. Oh, this is so funny. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you can blame it on the fact that I'm still not over my whatever fucking illness I've got. Yeah, so SoundCloud introduced like a massive arrow that popped up over your wave shape with a huge thing saying, "Here is the drop," like pointing out where the drop was on the track so people could skip to it first. And I was like, this is destroying dance culture. Oh my God. Wow, this is like 15 minutes of me just absolutely getting dog-fisted by Mixmag. Can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. Oh, yeah. God. Well, God bless them. God bless them. Because they've been shared for, what are we on now, the 4th? I only saw them today. That's why. Like, I wasn't looking out for stuff. Well, McDonald's did a good one about the burgers that were made entirely out of gherkins. That was nice. People were quite upset that wasn't real. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so, well, this is great news, to be honest, because this whole, maybe, you know what? Maybe Article 13 just isn't as bad as I thought it was. Maybe it's going to be the beautiful, luxury, digital music communist utopia we've always dreamed of. Brilliant. Okay, come on, let's have some more music so I can just go and cry in the corner and try and get over this. This is Dngrs by Maztek. Cracking. Oh, absolutely cracking. Please, everyone, cancel their Patreon donations immediately. My main concern is that for people who only tuned in for like a couple of minutes during that, I've basically just been perpetuating fake news. Yesterday's April Fool, today's fake news. Yeah, I'll tag Mixmag in the video for this, so I'm not on Twitter anymore. Congratulations, guys. You got one over on old Rankin. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get one over on old Rankin. Maybe they stayed up all night. Oh, I'm gonna have to check all things now just to make sure. I mean, Uni Lad doesn't even date their fucking stories. Too easily triggered these days. What, the KFC one's real? Oh, for God's sake, the Skrillex bloody mosquito repellent one's fake as well. It's probably true. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Hold on, it was on the BBC. Was it? I just don't know what is real or fake or anything anymore. I mean, you know, you thought Trump was colluding with the Russians. Turns out he wasn't. You thought Skrillex was going to was going to heal the world. It's not. You thought that Article 13 was going to come into your house, rough you up, sleep with your missus in your bed, wearing your slippers, smoking your vape, listening to your Pink Floyd records. Turns out it's not. You thought that Larry Page was going to stand on top of the Burning Man, just windmilling for hours while everyone around was forced to watch and take notes. It's just vroom, 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 vroom. Hours of just intense, hard windmilling onanism. Turns out he's not. You thought that this man was forced to show his penis to in-laws to prove that he didn't get... Oh no, this was on the 28th of March. Man forced to show penis to in-laws to prove that he didn't kill his wife. A grieving husband was forced to show officials his genitals to prove that he didn't kill his wife. Yeah, maybe this is something we should have written into law. Identified only as Barsa, he was taken in for questioning following the death of a young woman, 23. His father-in-law, Gennady Lightfield, claimed she died during sex as a result of the size of his penis. Wow. On February 26, police in Indonesia then made him show his penis to them, his late wife's relatives, and other officials from the village. It was found he had a normal-sized penis. Well, it's open and shut case then, really, isn't it? The wife was found dead in her bed in Morong Kidul in the country's East Java province. She had suffered an epileptic fit during the night, but Mr. Sito heard rumours from a neighbour that Barsa had accidentally killed her during sex. Okay. The head of the local police department said, after seeing directly the genitalia that was thought to be oversized, it turned out to be of standard size. By whose measure? So right there, and then the father-in-law dropped the report and they apologised to each other. The truth is stranger than fiction, really. That was. I think that's why those April Fools worked so well. Is that they're so close to so believable because they're just the sort of thing that can happen. I mean, this is the thing, though, right? Like, surely though. Like, I know the Shazam one is, well, presumably is an April Fool. It might not be, but let's just assume it is. But that is still true, though. Like, there will be lots of things that will get shut down. Like, I won't be able to do it, though there's potentially won't be able to do the show on Facebook and YouTube anymore. And there will be loads of other stuff like that. It's not, fucking jokes on everyone that Article 13 is coming in whether we like it or not. Anyway, Mr. Sito says the family has now accepted that Dimitri died from epilepsy, which he's suffered from since the age of 14. Right, okay, so no surprise there, really. Okay. Maybe they just wanted to have a look at his wang. You know? Why'd you have to be weird about it, though? Why couldn't you just ask nicely? I don't know. I don't know I don't know anything anymore. I'm probably going to retire the show now, as you know. I've just don't know really how I'm going to come back from this episode. I'm going to have to do some deep soul searching. I'm going to have to really do a lot of self-reflection. I'm going to take a long, hard look at myself in the mirror. Maybe I'll have to go away and do like one of those ayahuasca ceremonies, probably with Larry Page. Maybe I just need to go to Burning Man. You know, I need to go to Burn On. I need to become a burner. And fucking hell, why can't I just... I think I've become sort of desensitized to ridiculous shit because of looking at just ridiculous shit all day, basically, doing the show. So when something like that comes along, it's like, this now. Okay, yeah, well, of course, obviously. I mean, obviously, the police are clamping down on dubstep because it's the bass frequencies making people pop themselves in shopping centres. Yeah, knew it. I knew it would only, probably the SJWs have complained, and now they're going to ban the dubstep. Yeah, well, this was obviously only a matter of time. Of course, the communists are wanting to clamp down on shoe throwers. Because of health and safety reasons. So they're just going to ban drum bass altogether. Yep, of course. Yep, well, no, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Yep, I won't stand for it, and all that sort of... I'll bang the lobster around for a little bit, wouldn't I? And, to say that they'll, have to take my shoe throwers out of my cold, dead hands. Something to that effect. Hey, look, guys, come on. What else have we got here? There was one other one that I wanted to get into. Yeah, this Barbarix and... Culprate bit. I'm still not over any of it. Barbarix and Culprate. It's called Bottle Opener. It's times like this that I wish I had someone behind the camera who could just be looking over, just like, just ixnay on the Shazam. Colonel Sanders DJing EDM at the Miami Winter Music Conference for 15 minutes on the main stage. See, that is more ridiculous than any of those other ones. Alright guys, you can stop trying to make me feel better in the chat. I mean, I appreciate it and everything, but just let me burn, man. Let everyone down. More importantly, let myself down. No, I can tell you guys are not angry, but that you are disappointed. Okay, look, what was the last bit? Okay, let's do the... oh no, what's that? I'm triggered. Many hash users are smoking fecal bacteria. Study claims. This is only 14 hours old, okay, so it's probably real. I mean, look, I hate to labour the point, but I expect, I mean, probably half the bollocks I go through on here is factually inaccurate. I mean, Jesus Christ, my main source is Lad Bible. What am I even doing here? What am I even doing here? Almost all hash told on the streets. Forget it. Forget it. Oh, fucking hell. Fourth word in. Jess Hardy. Jess Hardy, man. Your stuff's normally fine. Ah. No. Not doing it anymore. Done. Done. Today's show's cancelled. Yeah.
It's appalling.
No, it's over.
Yo, killing me with this.
No, we're done. No, we're out of here. We're no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. No more lobsters, no more shoe throwers.
Lobsters.
Alright, forget it, Hardy man. Just bloody well forget it. Alright, come on, let's find the VIP list. Where are we? Come on. That's it. Right, okay, come on. This is the VIP list. It's a list of people that, frankly, should know better than to support this bullshit. A fine bunch of lobsters that are supporting the show and the station as a whole financially. We'll have an update on the app for you beginning of next week, talking to the developers after the show. Hopefully they don't fucking put me over a barrel and fist me like Mixmag did. No, how am I going to get my own back on them? How will I get my own back? Listen, this is a fine list of lobsters that, as I say, are supporting the show financially and keeping this crazy train on the tracks and helping me to afford developing this new app, which is going to be entirely full of fake news. No, it's going to be entirely full of high-quality entertainment. It's Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glazer, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MCs, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shippy T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Tyron Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Dark Progressive Side Trance is actually superior to drum and bass, Nicholas Lawsey, Damon Rayner, Chris Breaks the Build, Carissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller, D, Daniel Genvy, Flaxis, Alexander Cassidy, Matt Wright, Dylan Laws, Grant Sullivan, Not That, Tom Robinson, subscribe on YouTube, and Greg Cornford. Thank you all for your patronage. You're a wonderful bunch of bad motherfuckers. Yeah, so I'll be back at 3 for Rankin's Records, where there will be no fake news, just the best drum and bass vinyl ever pressed. So that's fine. So that's no problems there. Listen, guys, thanks for bearing with me, and thanks for not being too harsh on me. Whereas I will make mistakes. I will. Hopefully, nobody dies in the process, but mistakes will be made. Please, just to make sure that I am not unduly punished for them. Please, I am just a man with a lobster in a room doing his best. Yep. Okay. Cool, guys. Coming up next is actually, I don't think there is anything coming up next. Shows how much I know. No, I'll be back at 3 o'clock for Rankin's Records. Then 7 p.m. will be Mr. Merck and the Eastern Front Boys live from Estonia. 7 o'clock this evening. 8 o'clock Scientific FM. 9 o'clock All Aboard with Duff. Christ. Oh, I'm just going to get it in the neck from everyone now. Oh, I hope my mum doesn't watch this. I hope my primary school teachers aren't watching. I hope my old headmaster and my GP and all my ex-girlfriends aren't watching. Oh, baby Jesus. Right, I love you all. I will see you later at 3 o'clock for Rankin's Records. I love you. Goodbye.